Hi, my name is Steve Broughton. I'm the senior minister at Ontario Christian Church, and I just wanted to share with you just a little bit about your spiritual growth. Just the other day, my family received a letter from the power company letting us know that they're going to be sending out people to put sticks in the ground near our trees to keep them from growing, to inhibit their growth. And the goal of doing that was to keep the power lines from having to fall over. And so they wanted to let us know and be aware that there's going to be some strangers in our yard making sure that our trees don't grow. And when I first got that letter, I thought to myself, well, that just doesn't seem right. These trees were meant to grow. There's an intended purpose for them to grow, to shade our yard and to just provide something down the road with firewood or who knows what, but there's an intention to the growth of the trees. And then I begin to think about our own lives and our own journey of faith. And sometimes there's things that are in our path that inhibit our growth. Sometimes there are things from an external force that do so, that keep our eyes on it instead of on God. But other times, if we're real honest with one another, there's times when we actually inhibit our own growth. We choose to chase after something that has no profitable equity to it. It's something that comes back void. But there's also times when God calls our attention back to Him for us to be reminded of the fact that we're called to grow. There's a purpose for our spiritual growth. As I was reading Ephesians this week, a specific scripture came to mind from Ephesians chapter 4, where we're reminded to speak the truth in love. And it goes on to say in verse 15, "Speak the truth in love. We are to grow up in every way into Him who is the head, that being Jesus, into Christ, from whom the whole body, that being the church, the body of Jesus, joined and held together by every joint with which it is equipped. When each part is working properly, it makes the body grow so that it builds itself up in love." When I look around at the church in general sometimes, I think to myself, there's some weakness that's very prevalent. And I have to ask myself, what am I doing to offset that weakness? Am I pressing into Christ and learning from Him and allowing Him to do new things in me? Or am I shrinking back and becoming just self-focused? I would challenge you this week as you consider your own life. What are some things in your own life that are inhibiting your spiritual growth? Things that may have taken up your time or your talent or treasure that have kind of offset the things God desires to do in your life, and put your eyes on them instead of Him as well as others. So I want to speak the truth in love to you today and challenge you to consider, what are some things in your life that need to be rearranged? What are some areas in your life that you need to give back to God, or maybe step into and press into those things so that the whole body, the whole church can continue to move forward in faith towards Christ? We are His. So don't allow those things to inhibit your growth. Instead, grow up in Jesus. I hope these words are an encouragement to you this week, and I'd enjoy if the opportunity to spend time with you Sunday at 10 o'clock in worship, and we'd invite you to do so here at Ontario Christian Church. God bless, and have a great week.